Jeremy Vuolo has gone on record, folks. He's not saying for certain that his brother-in-law guilty of truly heinous actions involving minors. He's not saying that Josh Duggar should be locked up and that the key should be thrown away. But the fairly outspoken husband of Ginger Duggar is saying that the accusations against Josh must be seen all the way through. No vague plea deals here, Jeremy hopes. No sweeping of anything under the rug. Not when it comes to something as serious as supposedly downloading material of children as young as 18 months old. Which, of course, is what federal authorities have accused Duggar of doing in May 2019. Jeremy spoke to Today about his and Ginger's new book, The Hope We Hold, which explains how their connection to religion differs from the rest of their devoutly Christian Baptist family. He detailed his and his wife's reaction to Josh's arrest. "Nothing can prepare someone to receive news like that," the father of two said. "Like everyone else, we are absolutely horrified and want to see justice carried out, and we just want to say that we are grateful for the authorities who work tirelessly to end child abuse here and around the world. We're praying for all of the victims in this situation. Really, we're praying for everyone who is involved." Josh was taken into custody on April 28 for allegedly downloading child pornography on 3 separate days in 2019. Homeland Security Investigations Special Agent Gerald Faulkner spoke in a May 5th hearing. Faulkner stated that one of the files downloaded depicted children who were 18 months to 12 years old being sexually abused. "It's sickening just to say these words." If convicted on the 2 counts on which he was arrested, Duggar faces up to 40 years in prison. Josh, who was released last week on bond, has pled not guilty to the charges. His lawyers said in a statement several days ago, "We intend to defend this case aggressively and thoroughly. In this country, no one can stop prosecutors from charging a crime, but when you're accused, you can fight back in the courtroom, and that is exactly what Josh intends to do. Anyone in this country is innocent until proven guilty, legally speaking." Yet everyone in Josh's family who has spoken on this alleged crime have also acknowledged the severity of the charges. This includes Jeremy and Ginger. "We are disturbed to hear of the charges against Josh," they said on April 30th. "While the case must go through the legal system, we want to make it clear that we absolutely condemn any form of child abuse and fully support the authorities and judicial process in their pursuit of justice." It does seem, however, as if Ginger is even more grossed out by the reported actions of her brother than any of her siblings. Overall, Ginger and Jeremy are horrified and disgusted by the situation, an insider recently told People magazine. After all, they are not merely related to Josh, they are parents. The report referenced the couple's 2 young kids and added, "Being a family themselves, the idea of these kinds of charges against Josh is a horrific thing. Ginger is having a hard time coping with that." As luck would have it, meanwhile, Ginger and Jeremy wrote in their memoir about the molestation accusations that were leveled against Josh in 2015. More than accusations, we should note. Josh confessed at the time to inappropriately touching multiple young girls when he was a teenager, including a pair of his own sisters. Ginger said that she and her family just up and left in the dead of night after news of the scandal broke 6 years ago. They fled as quickly as possible back then. They were, she shared, trying to avoid the spotlight until things settled down. Walking through that season, it was one of the hardest times of our lives. Ginger also told Us Weekly about filming Counting On at the time. "Our family was way closer because of that, and in spite of that, I guess you'd say," she characterized. "I will never forget how I felt in that moment," she expressed. "And I think even everything that happens in our lives, because we're in the public eye, it makes it more challenging because then it's not just dealing with these things inwardly, but you have to give an answer to the world. That makes it a much tougher thing to walk through." Other Duggars have also taken a strong stance when it comes to Josh's arrest. "The recent accusations brought against Josh sadden us to our core," said Joanna and her husband. "We have not wanted to be hasty in making any statements while trying to process the news ourselves. We are especially heartbroken by the reality that there are children in the world being harmed and exploited. We ask for prayer for all those involved, and it is our continued prayer that the truth comes to light." "We are saddened to hear of the charges against Josh," said Jessa and her husband. "As Christians, we stand against any form of pornography or abuse, and we desire for the truth to be exposed, whatever that may be. Our prayers are with their family as they walk through this difficult time. We just found out this information yesterday. It is very sad. said Jill Duggar and Derek Dillard. Josh, of course, is parent to 6 kids, and his wife is pregnant with baby number 7. The conditions of his bond were very clear. He has been banned from living at home and also banned from spending any time with his kids by himself. As a result, at least until his trial in July, Duggar will be living with 2 friends of his awful parents. That's it for now, thank you for watching, please subscribe to stay tuned.